Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the Samson Meteor USB microphone. This is the chrome color version. Now I'm going to go over all the specifications and show you what comes in the box. The microphone itself, a USB cable that has USB and a mini USB on the other side, a holder that allows you to hold this collapsed microphone, and an instruction manual. Now we're going to go over some of the features here. This has a large 1-inch diameter capsule, and that's about 1/8 of an inch more larger than most other ones, or 25 millimeter in diameter. So that just means it's going to have a nice bass response and a nice flat response. It is a cardioid pickup pattern, so it pretty much is in the front of the microphone. It minimizes side and back noise. It has these neat legs that you can see unfold and allow the microphone to stand quite nicely. Now the pattern, as I described, the front of the microphone is going to have the pattern just like that. We're going to show a diagram of that, and the back of it is going to have minimal radiation. It's to minimize the side noise and back noise. And that's what you want for doing singing and vocals, and anytime you can use this, you don't want to pick up the background sound. So that's a good feature. This can handle a maximum of 120 decibels signal level inputted to it. You have to really be screaming to it. It has a unique indicator on here. There's a little LED. When you power it on, we're going to show this on the computer. It'll light up green, and this button right here is a mute button. When you hit that, it'll light up yellow and it'll bypass the audio. It'll also go red if you manage to oversaturate it. Now there's a nice easy turning knob on here, and that is your volume control, not of the USB, but of the output level right here. There's a headphone stereo output plug right there. There's the charging, the USB, mini USB data port. But here is where you're going to get output, and that's what's unique about this microphone. It's a monophonic signal, but it uses a stereo plug, and you could send that to your mixer, which I'm going to show, or to regular headphones. And then you adjust the volume right here, and that allows you to get instant feedback without any delay of what's essentially going into the microphone, so that you can sing and talk and be in synchronization. And then you could adjust the level right there. So that's very functional. On the bottom of these legs, I want to point out there is a very nice rubber dampened piece right there. And the bottom also has a standard thread for a microphone stand that you can put on there if you want to keep this microphone vertical with a stand. So now when I first saw this, I thought, why are they using a mini USB? Most of them use a larger port, and I realized why. Because this microphone's smaller and they don't want this tipping over, they're able to use this smaller mini USB with a very flexible long cable. So that really works out really well, that when you plug this in for the data and the headphone, this thing is still very stable on your table. So included is a nice little holder for transporting, and the manual, as I mentioned. Now I'm going to change the camera. I'm going to do a close-up of this, continue with the specs. So here's more of a close-up of the microphone itself, and you can see the nice hinges there. It really is a unique looking microphone. The way it collapses becomes so small. And what I really love about this is that it takes up very little real estate in front of my computer. So I could sing and do podcasts and have a very low profile. And because of these legs, I have 3, you could change the angle of this to be really extreme. So look at that right there. That's flat on the table, and that thing is pointing at a 45-degree angle. So you have a full angle control of this depending on what you want to use it for, where you're going to have it by your guitar or your voice. This has a flat frequency response of 20 to 20K, just slight little peaks in there. It kind of peaks out a little bit at the high end, which is interesting. Gives you a little bit more of a treble response. The monitoring is zero latency that I mentioned, so you don't have any delays to worry about. The sampling rate of this microphone is 44.1 kilohertz or 48 kilohertz, at 16-bit. So it's just like CD quality, maybe slightly better. The signal to noise ratio is probably over 100 dB, which is great, so you won't introduce noise into your recording. So the first thing I'm going to do is I plug the included cable into one of my USB ports on my computer. Now on the back of the unit, I'm going to take the mini USB and just plugs in, only goes in one way. You could hear my PC responding. So already I recognized this, and everything was okay with the drivers. It recognized the microphone, the type, and we can go forward now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug a 3.5 millimeter stereo plug into the output port on there. And now you notice that the blue light comes on. And then here is the volume control that I talked about. As for the headphones, and then here is the mute button. You see it goes to yellow. I'm going to be using the microphone on my tabletop right here, which is right by my PC. And I'm going to be about 18 inches away. That's the right distance for me, what I'm going to be doing for vocals. So I'm going to put my headphones on, and I'm going to see if I can monitor the sound. Testing 1, 2, 3. And I could hear my voice, and I can raise the volume right there. I'm using a basic older program called Adobe Audition, and the microphone is recognized. And if I look at the input side, it says Samson Meteor mic, and I'm picking the right channel because it's going to be a monophonic signal. It doesn't have stereo. And then I could hit record. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. So I hear myself in the headphones quite clearly, and then I see that it is drawing on the screen, showing the waveform itself. Now if I go to play that wave, forward. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. So I hear myself in the headphones quite clearly, and then I see that it is drawing on the screen, showing the waveform itself. So that's very clear. The camera's not going to pick it up, I'm sure, but that is a very clear signal. If I double click on that, we can actually look at the clarity of the signal and separate it out to what its components are, but it is really quite clear. So here I have the Alto ZMX52 basic mixer, and I have the output from the microphone, the Meteor microphone, and I have the output going right there. Instead of going to headphones, it's going in, the right channel is going into the channel 1 of the mixer, where I could do equalization and adjust the levels and the panning of it. So right now I'm hearing my voice really clearly from the Meteor microphone into the headphone output of the mixer. And now I could put the audio from my computer right here also, and that allows me to play music, and I could do vocals at the same time and synchronize it with the software. So that's a really nice feature, having that headphone output that you could actually put into your mix, and then you could hear your live recordings in synchronization with no delay, and then you could have your final mix down and hear what's going on. And when you make your recordings on your software, you'll be able to hear yourself real time quite clearly, and you can mix in your music, whatever you're going to be singing to, quite nicely. So that's the reason I bought this microphone, for the clarity of it, as well as that feature of that headphone output, which is really important for what I'm going to be doing. So what's my overall opinion about the Samson Meteor, the USB microphone, the Chrome version? I really like this microphone. I love the way it looks. It's got a very solid feel to it, nice weight to it. I love these folding legs, the microphone stand, the mute button, the volume control, the headphone output on here, the very flexible data port on here, just the way this thing feels, and of course the way it sounds. As I demonstrated, I was able to record my voice, and I could use it to sing or do podcasts. Just overall very nice value, very nice quality, and very good sound. So I'm going to give this product a full 5-star rating on my channel. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're alerted to new video uploads. And if you like this video review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I presented helped you with your buying decisions. Thank you for watching.